Hey guys, it's Grant here and welcome back to another Grant of Work video. Today we got a customer who needs help with their townhouse situation where they have an overgrown forest line in their townhouse. I'm not too sure how to describe it, but the situation as follows. They asked me for assistance with their townhouse because their mother actually was a normal mowing customer I had, and she knows her son lives in this townhouse that's been getting overgrown for quite a bit for a while. And so what they want to do is ultimately clean up the townhouse area. So you can see that it is quite overgrown, where like you can barely like see through that. Like it is overgrown quite a lot. And what they want to do is, instead of having it look like this, they want to have it look something like that, where it's a clean passage. So my plan for this is to touch it up, make it so you can walk through with no issue, but also make it kind of like a hidden getaway. This shouldn't take us hopefully too long. The big thing though is I actually got to make sure to do the opposite side here, because you can see there's a bunch of bushes here. They need to be trimmed. This needs to get out of your face because like, yeah, it is quite overgrown. Another thing they want to is touch up here where like the branches are touching the window. I'm not too sure how high up it goes and where they're at, but I'm just gonna make it show like it doesn't hit the gutter. That's my big thing. So let me get my gear and we'll get started. So what I'm gonna do is use my Milwaukee bush trimmer to actually get most of the stuff cleaned on up first. And then I have a pull saw with another trimmer, but it's gonna be for higher points. So I'm gonna use this to touch up everything. And then I think I'll just bag everything, collect it, and put it in the car. And I might need my pull saw first, actually. So many small limbs. What happened to my blade? My blade came undone? Dude, I literally just start cutting, and as soon as I start cutting, my chain got messed up. Like, look at this. What am I supposed to do about this? It's all like tangled up. I've never seen that happen to me before. That's weird. Like, I have plenty of oil, actually. Not that much oil, but I had enough to get by, and it's still oily. I think I have a handsaw. Do I even have my handsaw? Okay, I don't even have my handsaw in here if I wanted to. So that's annoying. I was really hoping to be able to just do this, but I'm gonna have to go back and grab some stuff now because of this. It's been one of those things where like I get started, have it done, but whatever. I'm gonna just use a bush trimmer for the timing. That's all I can do. Still a bit on the upset side about the chainsaw thing, but like you can see now, you can walk through easily with no issue without getting in your face. I'm kind of going for like a hidden getaway look. So the next thing I need to do is focus on this area here and trim this back a bit. I'm a little bit short on that one. I can't reach that one. The only issue I have with this is that there's so much gonna be debris left over. So like, I'm not getting paid for the dump fee or getting paid to take the stuff to the dump. So I'll have to let them know like if they want to take them to the dump, it's gonna be like an additional charge because like, yeah, there's a lot. Okay, so the job has turned out really good. So I cleaned up everything so you can now like walk perfectly through it, which is sick. And then since my chainsaw thing snapped, I'm gonna have to get that looked at into the fix, and hopefully it won't be anything serious. Hopefully just a quick redo the chain, it'll be fine. But the good thing is, since I didn't have to use it, I could just give it some lift for the branches, and so they pump themselves back up. So I didn't cut off the limb, but this will be more than fine for the time being. It'll give you shade so you can walk through, but at the same time too, it looks still really good. So you can see the opposite side perfectly fine without having to walk into like something in your face or on your side. So what I'm doing now is taking my shovel here, my trusty snow shovel. I'm just gonna collect all the debris, put it right there, and I'm gonna take a picture of it, send the customer, be like, hey, this is more debris than I thought it would be. So there's a fee for this. If you want me to take it to the dump, just let me know. And they say yes, I'll take it to the dump for the fee. And if not. So the next thing I'm gonna need to do though is organize all this, clean up, send some pictures, and then I gotta bring my chainsaw back to take care of that stump from earlier. Okay, got my little Milwaukee handsaw. This thing is the GOAT. So we're gonna use this to cut the extra limbs. There's that. I'll just get them to see what their thoughts on it looks like so far and go from there. Dude, I gotta go meet a customer next because we got a new moon customer. And then hopefully it works out because we get them awesome. He's got a new Airbnb, but I'm not too sure how it's gonna be. It looks a bit sus. So I gave somebody the just in case if I don't respond within 35 minutes. So all we did was cut off the loose ends. And so it bounces back up, and that's what we did here. So that way you can walk under, but keeps that kind of getaway look. And that way you can walk out there, you can see it perfectly fine, but it's kind of hidden here. Some time people won't realize what's actually going on here. We cutted it so it doesn't touch the drain. I'm not too sure what's going on with this weird tree. I don't know if that's your guys' tree or like what's going on. I just cut it off enough where like it's not gonna bang into the window. Okay. Trim this. I gotta do a little bit more weed whacking on it. I gotta meet one customer for a different thing. But what I'm doing now is cutting the under part because your wife said you wanted this part gone. Yeah. So I'm gonna just cut it so it doesn't touch the ground. Yeah. And pretty much everything else besides that though, I kind of kept that look where it's like kind of hidden, but it's really nice to walk through. Like compared to earlier, it feels significantly better, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah. So you happy with that? Yeah. Yeah, sweet. Frick. A pinch for a second. Luckily, it's not the worst pain in the world, just kind of annoying. Oh, a little bit of blood, not too much. Okay, so that's good. I trimmed it so we don't have any limbs poking on the bottom. So just take a quick look. I cut it back more so that she gets that look she wants. How's that? You like that? You want a little bit more trimmed anywhere else? I'm just, because I got that good, I would just want to figure out if she wants it a bit more backward or not, because I don't want to overcut the limbs on some of these.
I think this looks like fine.
It was super overgrown originally, but now you can take a look at it. It is super clear. Like you can see how nice it is. You can easily walk in here without getting tapped on the head, without getting brushed from the side. I touched it up so the walkway looks a bit clean. Now, the weird thing is I was actually gonna do the leaves, but I decided not to because it seems as though there's like no mulch in here. So I kind of just left the leaves for the time being to protect the actual ground because you don't want roots and stuff like that sprouting up like this. So yeah, they didn't pay me to do the weeding and stuff like that. So that's not my territory. But I was originally just gonna dust off the leaves, but it doesn't seem there's much mulch in there. So if I start blowing out the leaves, it's gonna blow out the mulch as well because it seems to be a very thin layer just because of the actual stuff right there. But I really like how this looks. It like looks so good compared to earlier. And you can actually walk out here too with no issues. So I'm really happy with results. Like you cannot tell me that does not look good. Like compared to where it was being overgrown, it is so much better now. I got this little creepy crawly guy on me. Is the one that snaps on you, bites us. Yeah, I got the creepy crawly guy. This one's the worst kind of breed. It snaps. Yeah. Dude, why you have such a good grip? So I messaged the customer and sent him pictures of everything from different perspectives and different angles, so that way he's all good to go. So honestly, I think he's gonna be pretty happy with the results, and I'm happy with it myself. This is so nice. I feel like I did undercharge it just a bit. I'm not gonna say how much it was, but I definitely felt like I did undercharge for it. But then again, I get to make a nice YouTube video out of it. So ultimately, you guys get some content, I get some bread, and you know, we get to do a nice, satisfying cleanup. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash like button, get subscribed to miss some future video, and I'm off the clock.